Well, we're gonna go explore the CNE here in Toronto, take some POV street photography because, well, looks like it'll be a nice fun place to go explore, take some photos, and enjoy some Toronto views. Alright, Toronto, CNE, 20-40 Tamron, A7iv. Got the
back at Princess Gate.
The backlight looks good though. Starting to get that nice light now, so that's what we're trying to take some photos of. Maybe backlit photos. Can't see anything. And we're just trying to find more subjects and lighting that we can find. For me, I try to chase more the light than anything, just to see where I can kind of make a nice composition where the lighting just looks soft or kind of looks intriguing to the eye. So that's one of the main things that I try to do when going and doing these types of videos. Obviously trying to look into the rides themselves out there is just something that I think is really cool, and all the colors that we're having out here was just very nice. So my main focus was just to capture people enjoying their moment here at this kind of like carnival slash festival that they have here in Toronto, to capture people just, you know, enjoying their time and the colors and just people being humans and enjoying themselves without having to deal with, you know, a lot of issues. You know, you find interesting characters like the guy with a hat, but then I just, you know, keep walking around to see what else is out there. I just see the rides and I just see how the angles are going, the colors and everything. So I just want to capture it as much as possible to get just a different type of shot that I don't get much at home. For me, a lot of the times when I travel is to find a different type of perspective that I can get that I don't usually get when I'm at home, because we don't really have too big of like this types of festivals and carnivals. We have the rodeo in Houston, but nothing too crazy like this. This one's pretty massive. So once again, just chasing the light and just trying to get any photos that I can using some nice light, and trying to, you know, mess around with some shots here of the carousel and just trying to like get, you know, some slow shutter type of shots to add a little bit of motion within the shot itself. And that's the main outcome that I got with those. But then we had these people just, I don't know if it was a fake proposal or not, but the friend was like putting the ring on the wrong finger, but it was kind of cute moment, so I wanted to capture it, and I thought it was cool to just document that memory and just the happiness of the couple. So I thought it was a cool little photo to take. But, you know, moving along, trying to find some more interesting subjects, see what else I can find. And I saw this lady just hanging out here by the pizza with a whole or slice, so I decided to take a nice little photo of that before making our way to the mini donuts, because those mini donuts are very powdery good. And, you know, you find some subjects like this couple right here just to capture them having a good time with each other. And just, you know, while we wait for our donuts, there wasn't really much else that we could do, so I had to find kind of something that I could take photos of. And then I was seeing the subject of the lady making our donuts and everything like that, so I was trying to find a sub framing. So my wife kind of turned around, so I told her, I was like, hey, just look this way so I can make a sub framing to make a composition the way that I wanted to. And I thought it was kind of nice. So all in all, I think it's really cool to just be able to get these kind of photos with the colors and everything. So just wanted to kind of capture as much as I can of that, because it's been something that I've been wanting to add more, a little bit more colors into my photos. So just capturing a lot of, like, you know, the rides and the people with the colors is just something kind of cool to me. And we got to make sure we take a photo of the food. You know, we're those Instagram influencers, if you know what I'm saying. But found this nice little couple. They had cool little outfits and the colors that I liked, so I wanted to take a quick little photo of them from behind. Most of the time I try to take photos of people from behind, just especially if I'm up close, to try to keep the mystery going if I can. I mean, sometimes you'll see faces and not, but I try to be as respectful of people. But I saw this guy with his long beard and I guess his like kind of like turban thing that I thought was really cool. And I wanted to capture a bit of him, but I didn't know what angle I wanted to do, so I just kind of was waiting and being patient. And then I saw him there with his family, and I thought it was just kind of cool little section where I just got him from a little bit of the side slash back. And then we found this little kind of group of people just here rounded up right there, and I wanted to take a couple photos like that. Yeah, I thought it would turn out pretty cool. I mean, most of these types of shots that I enjoy making is just because they're really cool, you know, lighting or whatever I can find just to document the day. Nothing like crazy that I'm trying to, you know, make all this crazy photos all the time, but just trying to practice and be in the moment and find little things that I can figure out that look cool. And just for me, it's been finding the light lately, just trying to mess with it more and more as much as I can, just to capture different types of feelings within the light. And sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. This was closer to the sunset time, so it just makes sense to be able to capture some portraits of my wife or whomever I can, because the lighting just looked very nice. But as we kept just kind of walking around, just trying to capture things here, you know, you can see a little bit of the CN Tower from the distance. We just decided to keep walking around just to see what else we could find, maybe some more interesting subjects, better lighting, capturing the scenery, kind of like an establishing shot, just anything that just caught my eye on the day. That for me, that's the main interest when it comes down to these types of videos. Got to do my inner Monaris. If you know who she is, she always gets those hand shots, and you know how to capture that one myself because it just made sense to do it. But here we had a little bit of a nice little CNE, like little signal kind of thing that they had. Trying to see if I could see like anything cool between like the little thing right there. Got it.
All those things are much better. I have a fake made for radio. Yeah.
Do you need me to take one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Yeah, no worries.
Run with the camera, run!
Yeah.
Free camera!
What's up, boys? We got a little photo shoot going on.
Guys.
1, 2, 3, 1. Little buddy. 1, 2, 3. I don't know, but I'm gonna do a wide angle. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Took a couple that way. We'll see. Hopefully it'll be.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Not even their kid did the picture.
Well, they're gonna have to delete them. I think the security person's even like, "Hey, you need to get out of there, bud." Yeah. Kid's mad because like, why'd you take a photo? I'm gonna get in trouble. Alright, we can just make our way back as the sun is hitting. That way it'll look nice. So after taking the photo of the couple, we decided to kind of make our way back because the light was hitting nice. So I wanted to hit up the food trucks and kind of just take photos of, you know, their setups and everything like that. These people doing the, I guess, the silent disco, whatever they want to call it. It's pretty cool just having people vibing, enjoying their time and having a good time. And that's just the main thing for this. It's just capturing the scenery of people just being happy and enjoying their time, enjoying food or anything like that. And it's just something that I truly enjoy in documenting moments. And like, that's the thing about street photography, is trying to find a shot that can tell a story or something along those lines to take those photos. And you know, sometimes you get people kind of interacting with other humans and just kind of that scenario where you just have something going on that makes sense. So kind of was doing the little bit of the low hip little rapid shots to just take some photos, kind of like spraying and praying, and hopefully that I would get a good shot. But that's one of my main things lately that I've been doing with the aperture priority. I have my settings where I don't have to be manually moving everything and that I need to, since these cameras are pretty good about it now. So I just set up my settings that way so I can do this type of shooting whenever I need to just kind of keep it low and be able to shoot to hide a little bit where I'm not intervening too much with like the moment. I'm trying to be just more candid shots, like this lady right here and then her friend over there with a nice hat, you know, with her son. So it's kind of funny to me to just kind of capture, but you know, trying to capture anything that I can, like this little lights in the ticket booth and everything. I thought that it looked cool just to have something different, and then trying to get a little bit more of an establishing shot from above and capturing all like the rides and the people just going back to the rides. So that was one of the main things that I wanted to try to figure out. But you know, this was a little bit of the kind of spraying and praying kind of shots that you can do from the hip shots, I guess they call them. You know, you get to capture some people. Sometimes you bring it up above, sometimes you don't. But the main thing for me is just to make sure that I'm trying to be as consistent as I can, taking photos of people candidly, because I want to capture the moment without them knowing that I have a camera, if that makes sense. Some people they like to comment that it's creepy or whatever, but to me it's just a type of art. And I mean, you're out in public, so FYI, just so that the people that might tell me anything. But we got here Rick and Morty, and I'm saying, oh geez, Rick, oh no, you know. So we got little Morty right there, Morty action. So it makes sense to take some photos of Morty, as you see that. But the winner overall was the guy holding Morty, because his shirt just said sexual distancing, and it was just funny because it's like stay away or something like that, because like you're not my type or something like that. But it was just a funny kind of shirt to have. But it was really great to just kind of keep practicing these like kind of like hip shots of style, and just change it up with the framing that I could, and capturing people doing just their everyday thing, but trying to test out for myself to feel more comfortable, since I had the 20-40 by Tamron. Since you can't really kind of get them from that far away, you kind of just have to be up close and personal with them, and try to take as many shots as you can to feel a little bit more comfortable with being more interactive with the people. But I wanted to change up the look right here, testing out the Go 3, putting it up close to the viewfinder, and I thought it was a little cool little view, capturing people that way, and having a different perspective when it came down to shooting my POV street photography videos. But yeah, back to some people just throwing some goodies here at the fair, and just doing their nice little games, and capturing a little bit of the vibes. That's the whole point of this. And to me, it's just a lot of interaction with just like the humans being just fun and adventurous. And I think we've hit a lot of good home runs, if you will, when it comes down to getting some good photos. And I've been really happy how they all turned out, and just getting up the rides and everything like that. But for me, that's just the main thing when it comes down to street photography, is just enjoying the moment, taking photos, interacting with people. And the main thing is just capturing people just being themselves, enjoying the time, while chasing the light to get the right shots, to have a different types of scenery, as well as capturing the color, since like I said, that's something that I've been trying to do more to bring into my editing, since I'm trying out a new type of editing that I've been doing for myself. So hopefully you've been enjoying the shots that way. Eventually maybe I'll put out this preset for you guys.
If you want a nice portrait, I'll take one from either.
The plane's headed right for it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to 1, 2, 3. Damn, there we go.
Gotcha.
So everybody's trying to do the sun at them, but it looks better when you're behind it, because then you get a little better. Well, it's just like when it's, because even if you do like an angle like this, like turn right here real quick, turn more. Well, we'll wait for take one step back, because there we go. I'll try to do a little bit.
All right, no more bets. Here we go. And the winner.
Gotcha. All right, we're good. That's the end, guys. That's the end.